A cat can spend hours lying in a thin patch of sunlight by the window. Beside her may be a new toy, a soft bed, or an expensive scratching post. Yet sometimes what matters most is smaller. A curtain left slightly open. A quiet voice before you leave the house. A slow blink. A hand that stops touching before her body becomes tense. Cats do not always experience comfort the way humans imagine it. They do not need constant attention or endless stimulation. Very often, they need predictability, choice, places to observe, and people who notice small signals. So, what really makes a cat feel safe at home? Here are 17 tiny things cats quietly love, but many owners overlook. First, slowly blink at your cat. For humans, eye contact often means attention. For cats, a direct stare can feel intense. In a cat's world, staring may look like pressure or a challenge. But when a cat looks at you and slowly closes her eyes, she may be showing that she feels relaxed. She is comfortable enough to soften her gaze and stop watching you. If you answer with a slow, gentle blink, without staring hard, you are speaking in a rhythm she understands. She may not run toward you. She may simply stay where she is, with softer ears and calmer body. With cats, that can be meaningful. A slow blink can say more than a hug. Second, pet her where she chooses. Cats do not simply love being touched. They love being touched in a way that still gives them control. When a cat rubs her cheek against your hand, lifts her chin, or presses her forehead into you, she is not only being cute, she is guiding you. Many cats enjoy gentle touch around the cheeks, chin, under the ears, or near the base of the head. When you pet her there, affection becomes part of how she marks you as familiar. Some enjoy long contact, some want only seconds. Some love chin scratches but hate having their belly touched. If her tail flicks, her ears move back, her body stiffens, or she turns toward your hand, it may be time to stop. To a cat, a hand that knows when to stop can feel safer than a hand that only wants to love harder. Third, say her name gently. To you, your cat's name is just a name. To her, that sound comes with your tone, posture, and what usually happens next. If her name is mostly used when she is being scolded or chased away, the name can become a warning. But if her name appears in calm moments, it can become comforting. A soft greeting when she walks in, a quiet call when you set down her food, a gentle sound when she sits beside you. Over time, her name may become a small anchor in the house, a signal that nothing dangerous is happening. Fourth, talk to her before you leave. Cats observe routines closely. They may recognize your keys, shoes, bag, and the door. To you, these are ordinary actions. To your cat, they are a sequence predicting absence. A short phrase before you leave can become part of that sequence. She may not understand every word, but she can recognize tone, repetition, and context. You speak calmly, you leave, and later you return. Over time, that ritual feels less sudden. For an animal that constantly reads the environment, predictability can feel like peace. Fifth, give her a safe, high place. Humans see a shelf and think of furniture. A cat may see a watchtower. From above, she can see the doorway, people moving, other pets on the floor, or a guest entering the room. Height gives information before anything comes too close. A high perch helps a cat avoid feeling trapped between hiding and confronting. She can watch, assess, and decide. This matters during loud noises, visits, cleaning, or changes in the home. The perch should be stable, easy to reach, easy to leave, and free from falling objects. For a cat, height is not just comfort, it is control. Sixth, create a sunny window spot. A patch of sunlight may look simple, but to a cat, it can become a daily ritual. She stretches, breathes slowly, and lets her body soften while her ears still listen to the room. Warmth helps many cats relax, and for older cats, a warm resting place may feel especially soothing, though changes in movement or signs of pain still deserve veterinary attention. The window adds quiet enrichment. Birds move, leaves shake, shadows pass, and light shifts across the floor. Your indoor cat can watch the world without facing outdoor danger. Just make sure the window is secure. A peaceful view should never create a risk of falling or escape. 7th, leave the curtain slightly open. It may seem too small to matter, just a narrow gap of light. But when curtains are always closed, a room can become still and empty. With even a small opening, the outside world begins to move again. A bird crosses the yard, a car rolls by, a branch trembles, a shadow slides across the wall. These tiny changes give your cat something to observe and process without overwhelming her. She does not need to chase or participate. She can simply watch. To you, it is just a curtain. To her, it may be a living window into the rest of the world. 8th, keep a stable routine. Cats do not need every day to be identical, but many feel safer when important moments have a rhythm. Food, play, rest, quiet time, and human interaction become easier to understand when they happen in patterns. When life feels unpredictable, some cats become restless, vocal, clingy, or watchful. They are not trying to annoy you, they are trying to understand what comes next. If play often comes before dinner, dinner is followed by rest, and your evening footsteps usually mean you are home, the house becomes easier to read. Routine does not make life boring. It gives your cat a foundation of safety. 9th, respect her need to be alone. When a cat walks away, she is not always rejecting you. Sometimes she is simply regulating herself. A cat can love her person and still need space. She may leave the room, climb onto a shelf, turn her face away, or lie somewhere she does not want to be touched. If you call her back, follow her, or pick her up, she learns that distance is not respected. If you let her go, she learns that she can leave safely and return when ready. Often, cats who are allowed to step away come back with less tension. Sometimes loving a cat means knowing when to stop moving closer. 10th, let her end the interaction. A good moment with a cat needs a gentle beginning and a respectful ending. She may come to you, rub against your hand, purr for a while, and then suddenly stand up and leave. To a person, that can feel confusing. To the cat, it may simply mean, that is enough for now. Cats often manage closeness in small doses. If you keep holding, petting, or calling her back, affection can turn into pressure. When you let the moment end on her terms, she keeps her sense of control, and control is deeply connected to safety. A cat who knows she can leave is often more willing to return. 11th, introduce guests slowly. To you, a visitor may be a friend. To your cat, that person is a new smell, voice, walking pattern, and energy inside home. Even friendly guests can feel overwhelming if they arrive loudly or reach for her too quickly. Many owners proudly carry their cat out to meet people, but being carried into a social situation removes her ability to choose distance. She cannot observe first, retreat easily, or approach when ready. A calmer choice is to let her watch from a doorway, perch, or quiet room. If she wants to come closer, let it happen in her time. When people do not invade her space, she can learn that guests are not always a threat. 12th, do not wake her from deep sleep. Cats sleep a lot, but not every nap is the same. In deep sleep, her body becomes soft, her breathing steadies, and her paws may twitch. Because she looks peaceful, many people want to touch, kiss, film, or call her name. But sudden waking can startle a cat and make rest feel unsafe. Let her open her eyes naturally, stretch, yawn, groom, and decide whether she wants contact. This matters especially for senior, sensitive, newly adopted, or handling stressed cats. One of the kindest things you can do for a sleeping cat is nothing at all. 13th, let her sleep near you if she chooses. Sleep is vulnerable. If a cat chooses to sleep near you, that can be a quiet sign of trust. She may choose your feet, the edge of the couch, a chair beside you, or the floor near your bed. She is placing her relaxed body inside your space and accepting your breathing, scent, and movement as part of the environment. but it must be her choice. Do not force her onto the bed or carry her back when she leaves. If she chooses closeness, let it belong to her. It may not look like dramatic affection, but in the language of cats, sleeping near someone can be deeply meaningful. 14th, sit near her while she eats without pressure. Eating can make some cats feel exposed. A cat focused on food may pause, look around, eat quickly, or leave the bowl if the space feels active. For anxious cats, rescued cats, or cats that once competed for food, the calm presence of a trusted person nearby can help. But do not hover, stare, touch the bowl, or crowd her. And remember, not every cat wants company. Some relax more when they are alone in a quiet room. The real gift is noticing what helps your cat feel safe. Sometimes safety is company. Sometimes safety is space. 15th, let her join daily chores. When you fold laundry, she may lie on the blanket. When you open a bag, she may come to sniff. When you work, she may sit beside the keyboard like she is supervising. Sometimes you need boundaries. Cats should not be on hot stoves, chew plastic, swallow string, or explore dangerous places. But in safe moments, she may not be trying to interrupt. She may be joining the rhythm of the home. Cats notice what you touch, where you move, and what changes around them. If it is safe, let her observe, sniff, and sit nearby. She does not need a job. She may only need to feel that her presence is accepted. 16th, hide small treats for her to find. An indoor cat still has the mind of a searcher. She is built to smell, listen, explore, solve small problems, and move with purpose. If every piece of food always appears in the same bowl, part of that system may not get much use. Hidden treat can create a tiny hunt she can win. Put one under a light box, on a low shelf, near her cat tree, or in a safe food puzzle. She sniffs, investigates, changes direction, finds it, and completes a small natural task. Keep it safe and moderate. Do not hide too many treats, especially for cats with diet concerns. Avoid wires, chemicals, sharp objects, unstable furniture, and places where she could get stuck. To you, it is one snack. To her, it may be a small victory. 17th, play hunting games the right way. A cat does not only need exercise, she needs the hunting sequence. Notice, stalk, wait, chase, pounce, catch, and finish. Many people wave toys non-stop in front of a cat's face, but real prey does not move like that. It hides, pauses, changes direction, disappears behind furniture, then appears again. When a feather wand or string toy moves with rhythm, your cat's body changes. She lowers herself, locks her eyes, twitches her tail, and prepares to spring. That is the hunting brain turning on. The ending matters. Let her catch the toy. Let her win. If she never catches anything, play can become frustrating instead of satisfying. After a completed hunt, many cats relax, groom, or settle down. And never leave string, ribbon, yarn, or small toy parts out unsupervised. Put them away when play is finished. Now return to the cat by the window. She is still the same quiet animal, still hard to read, still full of small choices humans do not always understand. But after these 17 things, her world becomes clearer. Inside those tiny gestures is something much bigger. The need to feel safe, to observe, to retreat, to sleep undisturbed, to hunt, to explore, to come close, and to leave on her own terms. To you, it may be a slow blink, a curtain left open, a shelf cleared, a guest who waits, a sleeping cat you do not wake, or a moment when she walks away and you let her go. To her, those moments may say, this is not only a house for humans, this is a place where I am understood in my own quiet way. A place where I do not have to stay on guard. A place where I can be close without being trapped, and loved without being controlled. Maybe that is what a cat needs most. Not a perfect home, not the most expensive toys, not constant attention, but a person who notices the quiet things and lets her be exactly what she is in her own time. A cat.